Welcome to Good Mythical MORE. My son broke his arm and I've had a hard time dealing with it. I'll tell you that story, and we'll talk about some wrestlers and their secret identities.
But first, we're gonna donate $1,000 to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. St. Jude works to advance cures and means of prevention for pediatric catastrophic diseases through research and treatment. And families never receive a bill from St. Jude because all a family should worry about is helping their child live. So please join us in giving at stjude.org. Big fans of St. Jude.
stjude.org, thanks for being your mythical best and joining with us. All right, we got these whiteboards.
Yeah, the game is simple. I'm gonna give you some information about a WWE Raw wrestler.
Yeah, Raw.
And using that info, you have to guess a specific stat about that wrestler. So, for example, first up is a female wrestler whose name is Demi Bennett, but you might know her by her wrestling name, Rhea Ripley. What is her nickname? Is it A, the Ripper, B, the Nightmare, or C, the Raven?
Oh, well, she's wearing all black. That's like a
Also,
raven.
do you know Rhea Ripley?
I do not. I know Miss Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying?
Elizabeth.
All right, let's do it.
I went with Nightmare.
I went with the Ripper.
I know it's not alliterative, but
It's the Nightmare.
yeah.
Oh, right, you got it right.
The Ripper sounds like a fart situation.
Which would be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I can think of some choice positions to really let the Ripper go.
It's like Fart Man from Howard Stern back in the day.
I never listened to Howard Stern back in the day. Was there a fart man?
He did a Fart Man stunt, like an award show or something. I can't remember.
Oh, it was like a superhero, but it was him farting?
Yeah, he was like over the crowd farting.
Okay. Now that you know all the different names she goes by, can you guess what her finishing move is called?
Oh, how she finishes.
Is A.
She's got a leather leg and a denim leg.
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
You have to make a choice between denim and leather. I'm allergic to the ambivalence.
Is it A, the tilt-a-hurl, B, riptide, C, the Venus flytrap?
Okay.
I'm sticking with Rip and saying B, the
The
Riptide.
Venus flytrap.
It's riptide.
See, I knew there was some rip in there. She's ripping it up, boy.
Next
Yeah.
up is a guy who goes by The Miz in the ring. You may know him because he guest hosted an episode of
Yes,
GMM.
of course, we weren't here for that.
But can you guess his real name, which I should obviously know and pronounce correctly right in this moment?
Uh-oh, sounds like sarcasm.
Is it A, Michael Mizanin? B, Mason Mizanto? Or C, Miles Mazzelli?
First of all, I would say that these photos of them again in like a floating against a white background, and it's just, something's not flattering about it.
Yeah. Right.
All right,
I went with the B.
I did too. I think his name is Mason. He looks like a Mason.
He had a Mason face.
Like he could lay brick like no one.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's Miles Mazzola?
Michael
Oh,
Mazanin.
Michael.
Mazzanin?
All right.
Yeah.
Michael the Miz.
And his catchphrase is now what you must guess. Is it A, don't be afraid, be very afraid.
Okay.
B, I'm the Miz and I'm awesome. Or
I hope
C,
that's not it.
you're about to come down with a case of the Miz.
Okay.
I'm the Miz, and I'm awesome. You laughed at it, but when he says it, it works.
The best one was you're about to come down with the case of the Miz, and that's what I went with.
I'm the Miz and I'm awesome.
When he says it, it works.
Oh man, and we had him guest host the show.
Right.
Well, he's awesome,
Yeah. What?
and he's the Miz.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When he says
Carney kind of impersonated, so it's like, I'm the Miz and I'm awesome.
Okay, all right.
Does that sound better?
If you had said it like that the first time, I would have put it down.
Can I tell this story? Have a little break. If you're here for the wrestling, there'll be more wrestlers in a second. But over the weekend, I bought these one wheels to take the kids out. Then I talked you into getting some for you and your kids. So now like we're all going one wheeling all the time. And I took it upon myself to buy helmets for the kids, to buy knee pads and elbow pads. And the last time we went out, we didn't go with you guys. So 2 days ago, and we put the one wheels in the back of the car. And when we opened the car, and we're like, Lando runs over to a playground. He's like, "Oh, that's kind of a cool thing. I'm gonna be on there." And then Lincoln gets like suited up, and then I see that there's these Shepard left some pads you bought him that I don't have.
Well, wrist guards.
That are wrist guards. They're like have a hard piece that goes right here. They're for like skateboarding or whatever. And I was like, Lincoln, we would put these on because you're kind of rusty. You haven't been going as much as me and Lando. And if you'd feel real stupid if you hurt your wrist and these are sitting in the trunk of the car.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So he puts them on and we're going down. We found this new trail. We got to the point where we can like go off trail a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going on like dirt paths. A lot of fun. I saw Lando fall in front of me. And, he fell kind of like this and then caught himself like that. And I mean, he was really having a conniption when he fell. And so I go up to him and I'm like, just breathe and it'll feel better in just a couple of minutes. And he's holding his arm, and I already told you it was broken. At the time, all I was thinking was, it can't be broken.
Right.
Because I don't know if I can handle if it's broken. So it's not.
Yeah.
I'm like, just breathe it out. Let's get through this. It's this is what it feels like when you hurt yourself, son. You're gonna be okay. And then after a while, it was like, do you think you can ride the thing out of here, or do you just? And he said no, so he had to walk it out. I got Lincoln to carry it, and then we get home, and I'm like, we're gonna put ice on this thing. Lincoln's like, well, I gotta be somewhere, and I'm like, so we take him somewhere, then we go home, put ice on it, and then Lando comes in and he's like, we had plans to go. He's obsessed with these Squishmallows things, so we had to go looking for one of those. I was like, okay, see, you feel. I'm thinking he can shop. This will distract him. He will demonstrate to himself that he's okay. So we go out shopping.
Undo the brake.
We come back. We go to a drugstore. We do some other shopping. We come back. I'm like, you want to eat dinner? It's just me and you. Mom's not here. Mom's gone all night. She's at a party. She was at a party at your house that I wasn't invited to.
Neither was I, by the way.
And you could have come with us. You could have been a big help through all this.
Yeah. We have wrist guards, but you had ours.
Lincoln was wearing them.
Yeah.
And I end up saying, well, we need to go out to dinner. He's like, we're not hungry, so we said, let's take the dogs for a walk. We took the dogs for a nice long walk. He's just holding his hand up like this the whole time.
Poor guy.
We came back, then we go out to dinner. We ate dinner, we come back home. I'm like, we're going to put some more ice on it.
Yeah,
we're going to watch a movie. We were both watching a movie, and we fell asleep at like 9 o'clock. So we both go to bed, and I'd given him some children's Motrin, and I was like, now wake me up if you have any problems in the night. It never occurred to me to fill Christy in on anything that had happened.
Why would you do that?
Why? I didn't want to worry her. She was at a party.
Yeah.
She was having a good time. I also thought I'd talk to her when she got home until I went to sleep.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, Christy and I are woken up on Sunday morning with Lando coming in the room and saying, I can't sleep. I haven't been able to sleep all night. My arm's hurt. And Christy's like waking up, knows nothing. She's like, what's wrong with your arm? And he was
Must have slept on it wrong. I don't know.
I was like, he fell yesterday. He's fine. And she looks at it and she was like, well, we need to get an X-ray. I was like, but it's not broken. We go, and she was like, you need to take him to get the X-ray.
Right, it's your fault.
She was like, did you? All you had to do was get him to wear the guards. Was he not wearing the guards? I know that Rhett has the guards.
Yeah.
She's making good points.
Yeah, right.
There's not much I could say. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take you to urgent care. We get in there. They do the X-ray. And I'm like, I'm trying to prepare Lynn. I'm like, now they might come in here and say that your arm is broken. And the worst is behind you. It's not going to hurt worse just because they tell you it's broken. So don't freak out. He should have been talking to me. because I get real queasy with this type of stuff. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Just like that.
So,
I don't even know what just happened.
and so Lando's like, he comes back from getting the x-ray. We don't have the results yet. And he's like, Dad, why are you laughing? And I'm like, I laugh when I'm uncomfortable, son. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just
How's
like,
that X-ray?
I'm really uncomfortable, and it just kind of makes me like laugh like this. And like he told me a joke, and we were like laughing with each other, and I was getting him laughing.
He's getting you through it.
He's getting me through it. The doctor comes in and says, you definitely have a break. It's a clean break all the way through of your radius right here. She did not show any x-rays, but I immediately just started laughing.
Wait, it wasn't even like a hairline fracture? It was just like...
A clean break.
A clean break all the way through that, the bigger of the two bones in your forearm.
And he was just like shopping?
Yeah, with my encouragement. He said if I didn't move it, it didn't hurt. That's what he said. And I'm like, that's right. And it'll be better in the morning.
Just don't move
I just thought it would all be better in the morning.
6 weeks, don't move it.
So she says, it's broken, and I just couldn't help but laugh. And when Lando told the story later to Christy, he told me something I didn't remember. He said, yeah, Dad started laughing when the doctor said it was broken, and the doctor said, sir, this is serious.
Oh my God.
This is not funny. And I said, what did I say? And he said, you didn't say anything. You just kept laughing.
Yeah, right. You were coping.
I was so, like, she thought I was the worst parent ever. And joined the club, because that's pretty much everyone's opinion in my home. All I had to do was buy the freaking thing that you had.
It's like the cheapest of all the pieces.
This is on you, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she thought I was horrible. I wasn't. She was like talking about how it's an angular break. So you might have to have it set. And I was like, I wasn't laughing in her face. I was laughing like this. I was, like, say it's an angular break, you may have to set it.
It's an angular break, you might need to set it.
It was like that.
Something is wrong with the father.
And yeah, I felt like quite a jerk. But I was like, the more information you tell me, the greater the likelihood that I'm going to faint right here into your arms.
And the funnier it will be.
But I didn't explain that to her. And I was like, she doesn't need to know everything.
Yeah.
Christy took him to the doctor a few hours ago.
Good.
I got the text. He's got the permanent, well, it's not permanent. It's like 6 weeks.
He's going to be in cast for the rest of his
It might
life.
be permanent for an 11-year-old who's trying to be schooled, but...
hey, you know what? You're a good dad, man. You're a good dad.
What color did he get?
Laughing at your kid.
He got neon green.
Nice.
If you want to hear more stories like this, that's what our Ear Biscuits podcast is for.
Yeah,
so you can go over there and listen to that. If you want to hear more about wrestlers, I think we're out of time. That's going to have to be another day.
Oh.
But Lando's cool. He's okay. And he didn't take it personally when I laughed in the doctor's face. He knows what's
Every
up.
kid needs a broken arm. You know, he's got a story to tell. It's time to spin the Wheel of Mythicality. Pin that actually spins. Get yours now at mythical.com.